This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsev when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsev's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Don't get complacent.
An opponent like this should be easy. You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger Blade!
Can't get out of this!
One for their ranged attack! It's over!
I owe you one.
Into the downfall!
Now you see what I can do!
Mega Ray! This one's mine!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Here I come!
One big win!
Lightning thrust!
Tiger Blade! Keep it there!
Locked and loaded!
We're not ready! Ready to go down! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Here's the eagle! Freeze laser!
Sonic thrust!
Blast stream! Healing circle! That shot!
Burn in hell!
I'm on the shot! Do it! Demon's descent!
Flashing bang!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
That's far enough!
Now you'll learn! Double demon bang! I can carve through armor!
A showdown between... Get toasty!
Burn strike!
One more!
Plasma
Now it's on!
No further! Here!
Quiver strike!
Rising phoenix!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Out of my way! I'm ready!
Burn in hell!
I can read your moves like a book! Nothing might be!
Demon Pang!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash!
Lightning! Ray Dream!
Sword Ranger!
Tiger Blade! A freezing storm! This one's mine!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Any injuries?
An opponent like this should be easy. Can't get out of this! Rip and tear! So much for talking it out. Not today!
Time to stop! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
None shall
Rising Warper!
falling
Hurrah!
storm!
Your game!
Here's a healing heart! This one's mine! Searing flame! Reload!
Swallow Blade! Double Demon
Finish
Blade!
Guy in the run!
Back, will ya?
Hand Tiger Blade! I never miss! Leave the charge to me!
Demon Fang! Hit Kong! Double Demon Fang!
By the
Demon Fang!
Make it work! Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from. This is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
The enemy wields our troops.
We'll soon see about that.
Blow them away!
Thunder Tank
Take this!
Anything in order is all mine.
Explosive ring! Do it! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Look sharp!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Take this!
Falling storm!
I won't show you any mercy! Now you'll learn!
Nothing gets by me!
Orochi Fury! I owe you one! Burn!
Tiger Blade! This one's mine!
Pierce through!
I'm on a
Swallow
roll
Blade!
now! Demon Flame! Reload!
Blew away!
Tiger Blade!
Eat this! Talon Hurricane! Here I come!
Annihilation!
Take this! Eat this! Here I come! Talon Hurricane! Eat this! Has got your name on him!
Time to shine!
Rising Warper! I can carve through armor! Talon Sword! Here I come! I'm just getting ready! There are three left on it! Eternal devastation! Burn in hell!
Not in your dreams! Healing circle!
Witness tear! Piercing roar!
I can
Thunder
only
hurricane! Crystal die!
Annihilation! That's for
Here I go!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your luck!
That took more energy than I expected.
And thus our strength yet grows.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
It's almost there!
You're more! Tiger Blade! Soda! Watch it! I'm on it! Take this! Tiger Blade!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the puzzle is to me! You're thinking it, you hear it now! No further!
Annihilation! Hear me!
Look up!
Fury! Burning strike! Not on my... Prototype field! Thunder field!
Talon Hurricane!
Evil Dawn!
Leave the charges to me! Eat dirt!
Burning strike! Glacial field! Air 3 blazer!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky. These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually do.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
No choice. For my lord!
Far enough!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! You think that shield will save you?
Make your play!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Take this!
I'm just going free!
Leon, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Any more of this and I'll...
Alpha! I'm on a roll now!
I'm out
Eat that! I'll smash you!
Like
Do it! Demons descend! Flashing fang! Eat this! I'll tear you apart! Burn!
More with healing
Swordblade Alpha! Talon Hurricane!
Lightning
Eagle Dawn! Devastation!
I'll beat you right back! Just try harder!
This one's mine!
Demon Pack! Double Demon Pack!
Destruction! Eat this!
Eternal Devastation! Take that!
Rip and tear!
What did you do? Megasonic Thrust!
Open knuckle!
Pierce through!
Do it! Order won't swim well! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more healing for now. sense one of your friends, Noodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegus?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegus and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria. Say no more!
My concentration is dwindling. Perhaps I'm tired. Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
What you doing? Take it low!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! I'm practicing. practically unstoppable.
I won't forgive you!
Got you now!
Not on my watch! I'm the true gunslinger around here! Burning strike! Piercing roar!
The enemy heals up. Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Blazer field! Here's evil! Breathing roar!
I can carve through
Long! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
A freezing storm! Denied!
Will ya? This one's all mine!
I tornado!
Why you?
An instant! Target blade! A freezing storm!
No further! On your knees!
Ice tornado!
What did you do?
Primed and ready!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Radiant here!
Red Demon descent! Flashing fang! Step back! This one's all law!
Get ready!
I'll smash you!
Into the shadow!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! It's on! Ignite!
Make it rain!
In an instant! Impact block!
Barely a blip on our radar. Out of my way! Will this help?
You're mine! Demon Fang! One more will not burn out!
Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away!
Azure Storm! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Swallow Dance! Seven-Eye Ultra! Mega Ray!
Now! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I need to be stronger.
This looks nice and tough.
like the Owl Forest?
An opponent like this should be easy. Not today!
None shall escape my shot!
Demon Fang! Crush!
Ready and denied!
Glimmer Dragon! Rising Wyvern!
Going evil!
Rapid Phoenix! Carve through armor! Swallow Blade! You picked the wrong fight!
Now I'm in the lead! Talent Storm! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Lightning! Where are you going?
Mirage!
Could have been worse.
It'll be a breeze. Get it? And get out.
Win! Can't get out of this! Fire in the hole! Swallow Dance! Dragon Storm! Fire support! Demon Fang! Ignite! There you are!
Flaming meteor! Time to shine!
First strike!
There! One down! Let it go! Annihilation! Swallow!
There's always room for improvement.
What's this thing?
Opponent like this should be easy.
Here, let me help.
I owe you one.
Guardian Field!
Rising Falcon!
Eagle Assault!
Flaming Thrust! Rising Falcon! All burn out.
Here goes!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help.
Rising Wyvern!
Down!
Luna Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
Eagle Assault!
Now I'm in. No, not my finest.
Double Demon Fang! Eat this!
You won't get away with that!
That's it!
Steering blade!
Let's go!
Tiger blade! Here I go!
Hurricane
Only
Thrust!
getting started!
Here! Hurricane Thrust!
It's time to finish this! Dive! Consuming wildfire! Gemini Aqua!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
By the power! Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern! Stardust! Rising Falcon!
One more! Downfall! I'm out of ammo! Nothing gets by me! Far enough!
Talk back, will ya?
Pathetic!
Stay away from my friends!
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara! Turn her back!
To be seen! Burn in hell!
Piercing roar!
Tornado Alpha!
This
Blow
one's
away!
mine!
No further! Eternal devastation!
Not like this!
Eternal devastation!
Fire's passion courses this blade!
Pierce through! Demon Fang! On your
Lightning condemned!
Don't be carried away! Azure Storm! Demon Fang! Sonic Thrust!
Lightning condemned! Radiant!
Here I come!
remember my limits.
Rising Wyvern!
You'll find no mercy.
Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
Over? Forgive me. It's my fault. Some punishment?
Make it rain! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Take this! Take Swirling Outpost!
Tiger blade!
Raining Slash! Crush! Demon Pen! I'll keep you with back! Azure Storm! Demon Song!
This one's mine!
Eat this! Let's go!
Tiger blade! Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
of you!
Bring him down!
Far enough! Searing flame! Reload!
Stay away from my friend! Hurricane thrust!
Hurricane!
You require help.
I'll finish you
Rising
here!
upward!
Take
Ignition!
Generate Onslaught! Annihilation!
Inferno devastation!
Do it!
Leave me smelling.
Demon's Descent!
Flashing bang!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it up!
Be my guest!
Pieces!
My shield! We're not finished! You picked the wrong
Do
fight!
it! Jolie!
Blow them away!
Glacial Spear!
Azure Storm!
Fierce Evil!
Blow away!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be. In this world,
Don't worry, I got your back.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
There's not enough time to heal everyone!
What do we do? Play dead?
Shut up and be more defensive!
Loaded! Demon Knight!
Can't move. No, it's time.
Fire in the horde!
Fire in the hole! Away!
Radiant Pierce!
Eat this! Talon Hurricane!
In a bind.
Take this!
Piercing
Into the shadows!
Armor won't save
Do it! Here!
Release, Dark!
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
I was overconfident.
Trauma dance! First strike!
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
Finally, some open space again. This looks perfect. Did we really just spend that much money?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Changing tack? Arc Seal! Flame of Fury!
Too fast!
Do it!
10 pack.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Glacial Spear!
You're mine! All aboard! Mission!
Strong.
We're not ready! Be my guest! Double Demon Fang! Destruction! you! Like shield?
Do it!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! One deadly strike, just as ordered.
This key's been placed. It's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah. Like it's all some damn game to her.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here. What's this thing?
Gotta break through! On my lord! Hurricane! You're on! Dragon Force! Lightning Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust! Rising Speed!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
I'll heal you all!
It's all strong! Be my guest! Dragon Force!
Mine! Piercing roar!
We're not finished!
This one's mine! I'm on! Do it! Keep going! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Out of my way!
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust! You picked the wrong fight!
Do it! Kikara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Where are you going?
No further! Double Demon
Glacial Spear! Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Here, let me help!
An astral creature?
My shield! Tiger Blade!
Shut him down! We're not finished!
See what happened there as you crossed me.
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
We'll win.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Right, here goes!
Hammy, flame of fury! Burning
Double demon fang! This one's all mine! Soaring Orochi Fury! Pierce through!
Raging Luna!
Here I come!
Nothing gets by me!
Glacial Spear.
Pierce evil! Burn up!
Hurricane!
Wait! Wait!
Orochi Fury! Not today!
The enemy feels on.
This one's
We'll
mine!
soon see about that.
Tiger Blade! This one's mine!
Double demon fang!
One thing
Now, fall
No
freely!
further.
Take it down.
Double demon fang!
Tiger Blade!
Rising
I
up!
can carve through all this!
Lightning!
Rising
Here we go!
Glacial
Rising
Spear.
up!
Pierce evil! Stop! Falling short! Here goes! Here! Constantine!
Eternal devastation!
Into the battle! Tiger Blade! Take this!
Ignite!
Tiger Blade!
Elusive deity!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging
Nothing gets by me! Far enough!
Win!
This one's mine!
Mirage!
This one's mine!
Elusive deity! I can't take much more. Can't get out of this!
Going in! Make it rain! Go! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Here goes!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Its armor's too strong. Cut it open!
Be my guest! Hurricane Throw! Rising Phoenix! Win! Mirage! Shockwave River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
No choice. Bring him down! Double demon fang!
Far enough! It's over! Wait!
That makes me
Phoenix!
Radiant here!
No further!
Rising water! Power of water! Piercing roar!
We're not finished!
Smash you!
Azure Storm! Double demon fang!
Well then, let's keep moving.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we humans live. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in the years. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad... child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! This one's mine!
Azure Storm! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil!
Wretched fool!
The abyssal secret
Freezing storm!
armor won't save you!
Target blade!
Resonate with the earth!
Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang!
Now or never!
Falling storm!
Can't get out of this!
Dazzle!
Lunar Blessing! Lunar
Severing
Blessing!
Wind!
Elusive Deity!
Blazing Fist!
Lamont!
Ignite!
Tornado Drive! Elusive Deity! Know your place!
Lunar Blessing! Bloody Gemini Aqua! Confiscated!
Swallow Blade!
This one's mine!
Infernal Torrent!
Take it! Elusive Deity!
Explosive Ring!
Tornado Drive! Raging Lunar Storm! I can carve through armor!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Elusive
Mega
Deity!
Ray!
Piercing
Tornado
Roar!
Drive! Far enough! Where are you going? I'm gone!
Swallow Blade!
Resonate with the earth! Prepare to be seized! Take this!
I'm all stopped up! Annihilation!
Double Demon Fang!
Falling
Destruction!
Elusive Deity!
Piercing Roar! Graviton Field!
Blazing Shock!
Here goes!
Azure Storm! Double Demon!
You must know thy mystic mercy!
Recover!
I owe you one.
Fairy Circle!
Demon Fang!
Mega Ray! Natural defenses are fading.
Can't end
I'm
here.
a sitting duck!
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never! I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss!
Bestow thy mystic
I'll
mercy!
bring you back from Death's Abyss! I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss!
Being interrupted.
Resuscitation!
Elusive Deity!
Here's a healing arm! First aid! Ready to go! Far enough! This one's mine! I never miss!
Resonate with the earth!
Double Demon Fang!
Their arms were interrupted! No further!
Azure Storm! Double Demon Fang!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Ready and raring!
Ready to go!
Armor won't save you! It's on! Sharply
Burning with hatred.
Thank you! Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Dance for me!
Can't be happening!
Forgive me.
Clear for us a path!
Blade!
Rising Wyvern!
Shield and mace!
And more than enough for an ounce! Azure Storm!
Raging Lunar Storm!
Dragon Form! Sonic Crush! Tornado Alpha! Radiant Slash!
Raging Lunar Storm! Now we see what I can do! I'll face you!
Not today!
Forgive me.
Stay away from my friend! I will move. Knocked out. This is...
How about this? This one's mine! Look sharp!
What foolish!
Tiger Blade! I'll come this one's mine! Recover! Lunar Blast! I'm all stocked up! Searing Flame! Reload! I can handle it! Freezing Storm!
Dance for me!
Piercing Blade! It's showtime! None of us! Get my judgment!
Armor won't save you!
Fool!
Falling Storm! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Serpent Knuckle! Arch Shield! Not in your dreams! Lunar Blast! Back into the fray! Radiant Pierce! Come on! Now.
You have to hold on!
I'll be saving Serpent Knuckle! Go ahead and struggle! Magic Hand! A new leaf on life! First aid! May a thousand years period not Here. Let me help! First aid! And again! Mega Ray! I'm all stocked up! Arrow Claw! Lightning! Thunder Shield! Neon Astral Energy! Full throttle! Vanquish Sharklet! Power of water! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Divine!
You're attacking separately!
Can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Here comes Glacier primed and ready!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
I'm only getting started! Dance in the wind! Anytime! None shall escape my judgment! Huh. Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning! What the...
Soon I shall be the... Such sad eyes. Child, let me reunite.
turn.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Slowly. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Dance to the wind! My natural energy fury!
Not now, not ever. Can't move.
You require a
Don't leave me all alone here. In a bind, no more flame.
I'm out! Concentration!
Right. Armor won't save you.
Here, deny!
Not
This
done
one's
yet.
mine! Raging Cascade!
You're mine.
Sleep now!
You're mine.
I'll be saving the red!
You're mine.
Here,
Wolverine Alpha. Rain Flash. Turtle Death. Blast the Shot.
Lightning Orb! Rain to the wind!
You pay for that.
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Sonic Thrust.
Raging
Lunar Rondo. Rising Phoenix.
Piercing Raging Storm!
This one's mine.
Ready and back from death to this one's mine!
Armor won't save you.
Resuscitation!
Be gone. Down. You're off.
No further.
Wind After! Here's a healing arc!
Demon Fang. Double Demon Fang.
Raging Lightning! Time to here!
Right.
I'll be saving this one!
This one's mine.
The waters of red! Blah, 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 and never miss!
Demon Fang. Double Demon Fang.
Stockpile! Radiant Storm!
Azure Storm. Demon Fang.
Here's a healing arc!
Here you are. Swallow Blade.
Lightning
Deny!
Downfall!
Crush.
One-Eye Flash! Lightning Condemned! Tiger
Blast the
Venom!
Shock.
Raging Storm!
Not today.
Stay away! Hey then! None shall escape
Try harder.
Look sharp!
Double Demon Fang. One Demon Fang. Double Demon Fang.
Armor won't save you.
Can't get out of bed.
Right.
Captain Squirrel! Piercing Rock!
Piercing Roar. Burn.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Try harder.
I never miss! Lightning Condemned!
Blast the Shock.
Here's a healing arc!
Here you are.
Anything in armor is all mine. Armor won't save you.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Death for me.
Tiger Blade! Ready!
Azure Storm.
Not on my watch!
Double Demon Fang. Rising War.
Corrupted. Brimming with hatred.
Blast the Shock.
Raging Storm!
Can't get out of bed.
Azure Storm.
Dance in the wind! Sleep now! Piercing
Azure Storm. Demon Fang.
Raging Storm!
Double Demon Fang. This is looking good. Is this it?
Back from death's abyss! Close one! Resuscitation! Ready to go!
Ready and ready.
Cover the casters! Raging I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation now! Here's a healing arc! Thunder
This should do
I
it.
can do this all day! Cyan Instant!
You're mine. Demon Fang. Prepare to be healed.
You have to
Not in
hold
your
on!
dreams!
I can handle it!
You're mine.
What
Far enough.
foolishness.
Venom!
Going in!
Wind After!
Water Snake, wait!
Azure Storm.
Tiger Blade!
Double Demon Fang. No further.
Field!
This is all mine.
Stockpile!
Burn in hell.
There! This one's mine!
Healing Circle!
Going in!
This one's mine!
Sharpen Flash.
Carry the thread! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Wind After! Marksman handled it.
Azure Storm!
Tiger Blade! Lunar Blast!
Try harder!
Look sharp! This one!
Now you see what I can do!
Here's a Tiger Blade! Here goes! Here's a healing arm!
No! Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Rising Wyvern!
Slaves!
Look sharp!
Piercing roar!
Double Demon Fang! They're attacking separately!
Can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Lunar Blast! Arrow!
She's no stranger to astral art.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
Raging Cascade!
Try harder! This should do it!
Ready?
I have to train harder.
Where are you going?
Falling sword!
More for the top pile!
Piercing roar!
Magic is there!
Will suffer!
Can't get out of this!
Healing
Here,
circle!
let me help. I lead with this. True power.
Hey, that...
Looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
One's all mine! Rising Wyvern! Eat this!
Lightning raging campaign!
Fire!
Dragon Claw! Double Demon Fang! I owe you one!
Sleep now! Here's evil! Freeze land!
Shattering the pieces!
Escape line primed and ready!
No further!
This one's mine!
I never miss!
Double Demon Fang! This one's all mine! Eat this!
Tiger Blade!
Thank you.
Stay away from my friend! Try harder!
I'll bring you back to the depths abyss! I'll bring you back to the depths abyss!
Come now!
Try harder! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Double Demon Fang!
Here's evil! Sleep now!
Power Blade! Demon Fang! Sonic Thrust!
Take this! You
Will suffer!
Can't
Get out of this! Is this it?
I let my guard down.
I'll bring you back from death to me!
Behold my true power! Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't!
Megasonic
I
Thrust!
never miss!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before your impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arms aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
You will suffer!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Take
I'll
this!
bring you back from death's abyss!
I can carve through!
You require a
I
head.
can't heal you forever!
Take this!
Divine strength! Not in your dreams! Tiger Blade! May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds! Gusty nail!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
No! Can't end here!
Will suffer!
There! Be still!
Behold
Just
my
like I
true
never
power!
Power Blade!
Being armor is all mine!
Here I go!
Armor won't save
On
you!
steel!
Demon
Not
Fang!
my watch!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Iori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Iori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Niori. Shion. Damn it.
Here I come! You picked the wrong fight! Double Demon Fang! Slash! Tear! Hurricane Swoop! Raining Slash! Azure Storm! Azure Storm! Orochi Fury! Take it! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
It's too much!
Azure Storm! Demon Fang! Destruction! Eternal Devastation! Demon Fang! Blow away! Eternal Devastation! Azure Storm! Double Demon Fang! Blow away!
Can't move!
Rising White! Eat dirt! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang! Raining Slash! Blow away! Demon Fang! Luna! Double Demon Fang! Destruction! Swallow Blade! Slash! Crush! Eternal Devastation! Azure Storm! Demon Fang! Sword Rain Alpha! Demon Fang! Azure Storm! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! This should do it! Dazzle! Rising Falcon! Azure Storm! Demon Fang! It's on! Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern! You picked the wrong fight! Rising Wyvern! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Slashless Shock! Lunar Rondo! Mirage! Orochi Fury! There! Sword Rain Alpha! Blow away! Crush! Slash! Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear! Take this! Sonic Thrust! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Blow away!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Harros, Volron's realm, remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Fairy
circle. Let us take to the fray. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. Being interrupted. Elusive deity.
Sword Rain Alpha.
A whirling
Raining
circle.
blast.
I'll face you. Ready? In a bind.
Ready. Not
Ferocious
in your
fury.
dreams. Now.
The abyssal deep. Clear
Double
for
Demon
us.
Fang. Eat dirt.
Aqua serpent.
Air.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going. What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Xion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?